But yeah, that's what you need. You need like your cable subscription to sign in order to watch online.
Okay, I'm watching one that has right now the image that you were showing me the other day.
Which image?
The electoral thing.
Oh, okay.
It's super close. I think, like, if the last time was kind of like close, obviously Trump will lose if he was the majority of vote, and then in electoral he won. So in theory, it should be close if the people are still, you know.
But if he gets it, he blocks the president's path to re-election. Most likely, this state, remember, and again, this is a textbook example of what we've asked throughout the night.
I think if
So
Trump
North Carolina
loses,
is really close right now, man. 86% in, and it's basically a tie so far. But there's still those other votes coming in.
I think if Trump loses, he's gonna go and run to Joe Biden and punch him in the face.
They're not even in the same town, so
Man, he's gonna run. He's gonna punch him. He's gonna do the tackle that he did.
yes,
In the
really, we in here, fam. Welcome to the stream. Let me know if y'all can hear. I got CNN playing in the background. Let me know if y'all hear that or not.
60% or more of the vote coming right out of here. 77% of it in.
Yeah, I definitely have another CNN.
But Joe Biden at 54%.
I have the Hispanic, the Brazil one.
44, so a 10-point race.
Why they link me the Brazil one?
Just go back and look at it.
You speak Portuguese too?
Donald Trump wins Arizona 4 years ago.
Apparently they think.
Wins Maricopa County. This is the biggest
But do you?
Phoenix and the fast-growing
No, of course
okay.
not.
4 years later, from 2016 to 2020.
I can understand some words because it's kind of close to Spanish.
Got you.
Fast-growing suburbs. Again, the suburbs have
But
revolted
they
against this president.
definitely I don't understand it.
Race in this state as well. Let's come back to 2020 and look at the map. That Maricopa County is blue.
Oh man, I want a race, man. Dang, this sucks. But we're gonna wait though. We're gonna wait until we know who has
Until
won
you-
before our race.
Yo, Lindsey Graham, speaker, after winning tight Senate race, so
Yep,
he won.
They spent all that money thinking that they were gonna beat Lindsey Graham. That didn't happen either.
Again, one of the gifts of this
I
election.
think Lindsey Graham wins because he knows how to talk.
That's a good thing.
Vegas has officially flipped their odds to Trump.
Split right there. Joe Biden
Wait, what's that?
forming Hillary
Vegas, Las Vegas, they have flipped their odds to Trump now.
here. The state's
Okay,
this is it. This
but that doesn't mean that he has more votes. It's just
No,
odds.
that's just their gambling odds.
Man, that's not. That's fake numbers.
Maricopa County, if that holds up, that's the ball game in Arizona.
Thank you, Clarence, for the
Biggest
information.
state, Joe Biden doing what he has to do otherwise. And again, Wolf, we talked about this before.
Whoa.
Campaigns look at the last guy's map. So you look
Biden's doing really good in Arizona right now, but there's still still like 30% of the votes left.
You're chipping away at the president. So the main priority for the Biden
Man,
campaign is
if Trump loses, you know he's gonna cry.
This is the main priority.
Yo, what's up, Clutcher? How's it going?
Pennsylvania, Michigan,
Yeah, I'm not racing, man. I want to race, but I want to sit here and watch all this election stuff or whatever. So we'll see. At some point, I'm gonna get bored and tired of watching all this stuff.
go over here as well.
But for right now, we just chatting. All right, here's the thing. Should I break the rules and show CNN on the screen?
Basically a tie. Again, if
Or do you guys, like, are y'all cool with just watching this screen? And I can, like, interact with the web right here and stuff and click on stuff.
come back out here and see
Let me know what y'all think.
still at 70% here.
Twitch should
Or
let
should
you
I
do
say,
it like today.
should I say F it
Many of these states are reporting,
and break all the rules?
and the challenge they face with this
There's rules? What are the rules?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to broadcast CNN while I stream.
Arizona here. I was going to check the upper Midwest.
In the election day? Come on.
Yeah, even
Come on,
on
man.
election day.
Let's just see here, 70%. So 4 years ago, more conservative part of the state, 51. This is where
I'm
we are
checking
now,
if there's
51,
people
46.
streaming
This is where
politics in
So the
Twitch.
president actually doing fine here, right? Doing
Ah,
better, at least
there's
so far.
actually a
Yeah,
politics
26,000
channel, Murph. You can do it.
25,000. So the
Look.
president doing better here, running up some votes here. The problem for the
What are you
Yeah,
about to send me?
def-
They don't come back to 2020.
Look,
But are they showing somebody
You wanna
else's
do better
content?
everywhere you can. The issue is
No.
way more people live here. Way more people. And so
Message.
you get 798,000, 77% in.
Let's see here. I just got a local notification. What's going
She
on
had
locally
702,000
here?
to end the night. We're not done yet, and she was at 45 with the president.
And Trump is still winning the popular vote, but you know, the West Coast
That's game changing.
still ain't in.
That there. we're still counting.
But popular vote don't matter anyway, so screw
Okay,
that.
this is what I want to know. What happened to AOC?
Yo, Trump gonna lose it. She's is she up for? I don't think she's up for re-election yet.
Looking at this map,
Trump's gonna lose, Pobo. What makes you think that, sir?
president down to 290.
We got a close ball game here, still going.
Down to 280. And if you can pick this up here,
Let me see. What is this? Oh, you talk about the Chono politics. Yeah, I knew about that, Carol.
269. It never ends up
You can
this way.
do it.
You do have scenarios where it happens. And then if you're Joe Biden,
You think these
look
people
here.
called to
State of Maine,
the
you think you're gonna pick up that second congressional district.
All right, let's here we go. We're gonna break the rules.
Michigan, Wisconsin,
It's
that's
not.
just-
You're doing it right, Murph.
So I shouldn't say just. But Michigan,
There we go.
Wisconsin, Arizona,
Y'all happy?
congressional district there.
Hey.
Also a congressional district
Damn, it's so huge your monitor.
Do it by congressional district where Joe Biden is favored.
What do I predict?
It's possible for Joe Biden to win the presidency. That's a
Well, I've said you. Well, you know who I want to win.
You're thinking, well, Trump
Yeah, it's gonna bias.
Pennsylvania again. Joe Biden had, what, 5, 6, 7
Look, is that what is happening right now? This the red
No.
part?
No, this is a projection map. This is him like showing different scenarios. Basically, what we've been doing all week.
If you can get
Oh, he's just predicting and
Yeah.
guessing and doing fake
takes up
content.
the way.
Mhm.
That's why Arizona matters. Also, just remember the demographics of the United States. When I started covering presidential
That should win
politics,
Trump.
that was
What?
red.
And
That was
Biden wins with that
United
chart?
States, that was red. That was red. The changing of American demographics. I know tonight we're picking. a
Murph,
president
I feel like
2020
you have a
beyond,
monitor
but we're
behind
also
you and we're watching your monitor.
Yeah, that's my
It's super
wall.
huge.
That's my giant monitor. Look, I'm like the guy on the news. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out which way to point.
right now. As they start to build
Oh damn, y'all can't see the rest of my hand because of the green
Yeah.
screen.
72,
If you point the battle
come over here,
thing, it's
into the 10 o'clock hour.
Wait, right here we got Alaska. Wait, right there is Alaska. There we go.
There you
Oh,
go,
I
that
missed
one.
it. I missed it. Damn it. Yeah, that's a skill right there.
Big states as well.
That's why they get
Yeah,
paid
they
the
have-
big
Too.
bucks.
That's why as we get later into the
that guy was fighting Pelosi the other day.
So let's just look at it again. Again, this is one Trump.
No love for
happened to
Hawaii.
Pelosi?
Oh yeah, that's right. You in Hawaii, right? Oh, Hawaii's going off the map. We're up north now.
Look at it right now. So we don't see that yet. We'll watch them. We'll continue to
Look,
watch
that's
them.
physically where Hawaii is.
If you're in the
Like
if you're
literally,
in the
right below
If you
Texas,
get to
right?
Pennsylvania, If you can hold those, then you hold the presidency, right? But again, we just want to remind you, you're going to see things on the map. You're going to hold for a while. But this is slow count, slower count.
Only
So
31% in Wisconsin right now, but
the vote in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin
see.
should be red because Trump was going hard on
it could
Wisconsin.
hold red. They're doing it right now. What color it is, like right now, is the vote count. So if it changes, it could change like 3 to 4 times, or maybe more, or whatever, as they get votes in.
Down here, see how we're doing in
Yo, what's up,
I w-
Eric? Eric, yo, you're not passed out drunk yet?
starting.
Pace, what's the deal? You supposed to have gotten drunk already and just said, fuck it.
There. So then let's look at where we do have a lot of votes, right?
All right, so Kara, they haven't called Florida, but Florida is totally done. I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure Florida is done, but they won't call it. Florida's a wrap
Okay.
right now.
We'll see. Gotta wait
What happened to Pelosi? That's the good. that's the
Pelosi,
news.
she wasn't up for election, I don't think.
That's why we count.
I don't think
They
she
were
was.
saying send Pelosi to her.
Or
home.
maybe she was. Even if she was, like she's not gonna lose.
Watch the maps.
And
You
they
think
haven't,
so?
and their polls haven't closed yet in California. They're still voting in California.
You have to remember the difference
And
of
she's
this
not
night,
doing-
the pandemic election.
She knows
Different
she's
ways
not
people
giving
vote,
the
pace at which states are
what is
counting
that called?
them.
The
North Carolina now, the president ahead, up to
1,200
49.6,
bucks to everybody.
49.2. That
The
means
I think
12.
she's that.
Oh, you talking about the
Yeah.
stimulus?
We're gonna see that. We're gonna see some states
No,
go
the
down
the
blue,
the the
go
COVID
red, the way
relief.
the votes are counted.
Yeah, that's the
Sometimes
stimulus.
early
The
votes
stimulus,
first,
yeah.
mail-in votes
I
first.
think that's a.
But
That's
they still haven't agreed on shit with it. They're not doing that until after the election.
Just gotta finish.
They agree already. Trump doesn't
No,
want to give.
they haven't. That's what I'm saying. Both teams haven't agreed.
Let's pull this out. You see this red here? Again, this one here.
They just
wait
waiting
and
to
see.
Pelosi to
54%
drop
right
out.
now.
Now this is interesting. Virginia,
Nervous, and they're calling the Fairfax Board of Elections and saying, "Hello, can we get the vote?"
Virginia is like, yo, if Trump pulls Virginia, that blows this out of the park, and it might be a landslide if he takes Virginia.
1 to 2,
If he
How much
takes
point
Virginia and North Carolina and Ohio,
Florida.
R.I.P.
That holds by Florida standards. That's a blowout.
Florida's done. Call it already. Come on, the Panhandle has spoken, fam.
We are seeing one of the things we should make note noted this. We have it earlier. Is that the third-party candidates are not getting the votes they did 4
Yeah.
years ago.
Yo, where's Kanye? Put Kanye on the screen.
By getting over 50%.
like for real, why they hating on Kanye?
If we've racked it up at all, up to 73% now.
But it's wild that Biden might take Arizona. We got 73% in. Man. But it's still a ways to go, though.
Joe Biden.
People are saying they're going to riot Clutcher. I believe them.
Again, the city
I believe them. If Trump wins again, but it's only going to be like in L.A., New York, maybe Atlanta,
They're gonna
just
they
the
have
big
people-
cities.
out here in the suburbs.
They have already the thing on the floor.
Joe Biden right now. I just want to go back and look at
Now, the question is, do they riot tonight
702,703.
or do they riot tomorrow? Because, like, most people already go to bed and they don't find out who's won until they wake up in the morning.
Fascinating. One of the questions
Or,
think they're gonna riot both.
or here's the question: Do they wake up, find out who won, and then they fight at work? Like, is that we're gonna get a whole bunch of workplace violence?
I think they're gonna riot. If they know today, they're gonna riot today.
Depending on the turnout. But it matters if it gets close. It certainly matters.
But that's the thing; are they gonna find out today? Because people are gonna be going to sleep soon.
Every vote counts, but in terms of the swing of the state,
With I mean, the people that riot are hardcore politics, right? And if they're
Not
hardcore
necessarily.
politics,
Not necessarily. The people that ride are the people, they just get a homeboy who don't care about politics, and they say some stupid shit like, man, Trump just won. That means we're going to be slaves again unless we fight tonight. And then that person who doesn't even
They
pay
do it.
attention to politics go, yeah. And then, yeah, they go and start fighting and shit.
yeah,
So
it's like that easy.
votes here.
people are gullible, man.
15,000 votes here, and you go on and on and on, and that's how he does it. In these smaller counties, turnout is
They're
high.
just so
Turns it
relaxed.
out
They
that
think they're gonna win.
Let's come down here. We'll look one more time. That stayed exactly the same. 20
Man, North Carolina is way too close right now.
Blue for a little bit early on. You see that one?
Do I
Back
think I could turn the news show up a little bit? Sure.
there. Georgia.
South Carolina is very easy.
Not as
10.
competitive at the moment. Again,
Wait, actually, it's
52%
not
though.
10.
So again, you're in this night where you have
Georgia
different
is
kinds of
very
voting,
Trump.
different states. Sometimes.
But
within a state,
Atlanta
different
still,
counties, in
there's
different
still a lot
order.
of votes.
The
There's
Dem-
only
the Democrats
52% in,
are
and the
right here.
Atlanta area is,
Have
like you
votes
see right there, is
but
very
Fulton
blue.
County,
They've only
so,
got in
again, a third of the
32%.
vote. This is it. This is by far. And so you move around these.
Georgia
counties,
is a
you
little,
have,
that's a little iffy right there.
come up
Georgia's a
here,
little bit
very
too
slow,
close
1% here. You know, so we have
for
this is the
comfort.
bulk of the vote in the state.
Georgia
is here.
potentially could become a lot more competitive because a lot
Yes.
of the
See,
major
Wolf just said
Democratic
it.
counties have not reported yet.
Right, very low percentage here.
Why
all
is it?
around the Atlanta
He just
metro
said
area.
Georgia could
And
become a
again,
lot more
these are
competitive
these are
as
the
those
smaller
votes
ones
come
here. There's
in.
still
And
eight.
yeah,
So you're looking, Joe Biden's ahead.
I'm not
72%
comfortable with
here.
Georgia
You move
yet.
Closer into Atlanta, 68% here, but then
Well,
you come
Trump
over
says
to
that
just
he's gonna
1%.
win Georgia.
And again, you go back in time 4 years ago, Hillary Clinton won pretty big.
You know what
pretty
he
big
said? He
here,
said
and
the
Joe
red
Biden,
wave.
Many believe will do even better. A, higher turnout. B, suburban rejection of.
Man, I need to finally go get a
Way to
haircut. That's
We have a long
what
way to go. Map
that's
will
what
be
I'm gonna do.
the
I'm gonna
same.
get rid of
When you-
this
when you have a
beard
big chunk
stuff
of vote out in
probably.
the Democratic area here. I just want to check
If
down.
Trump
some other
loses, you
Democratic
get
areas.
a haircut.
About halfway there. Not quite though. So there's more Democratic votes to be had there. Come over to the coast here. About 70% here. So some more votes, but fewer there. So you wait, and you see that's a pretty healthy.
So the
lead, but
areas that
doesn't
they're
mean
just pulling in
big
like
city
blue and
Atlanta,
red, those are
growing suburbs
like
around Atlanta. You can make up some
guaranteed, like
pretty
that's
big
what
math
happened.
when those votes come in.
Hmm?
And we'll see when they come in.
Like the
Curious
areas that he's
definition,
just zooming in.
Specifically, what percentage of the vote?
I'm sorry, I still didn't hear you.
So we have 30%
When he
statewide,
zoom
and you come
in,
down here,
those areas
and
that
we
are
have
colored
less than a third,
means that
28%
are
there.
voted more
We've been
that
through Wayne
thing,
County on
that
many
color.
No,
elections, too.
no, that's
Sometimes
just
it
the
goes
current,
away,
whatever the
sometimes
color
it
is. That's
goes
the
a little
current
bit.
status of who's leading at
Frustrating,
that
waiting for the
time.
count to come in. I'll just use
What's
one
up,
word.
GC Pat?
But
Yeah, I'm not
37,000
racing because I want to keep an eye on this
28%.
election shit. I was gonna try to do both at the same time, but then I realized I would probably just crash trying to watch the news and race at the same time.
So here's a question
People gonna
for you,
hit your
right?
car
Hillary
when,
Clinton,
with the Trump
51 to 44 when you round up the president there. 52 to 44 if you round up Secretary Clinton as well. Right now, Donald Trump doing a little better. So let's see what happens there. See if Michigan
Just
again,
check
we're
in
rolling
between
very
races.
early
The
in
races
country.
take
That's
too
what you want.
long.
Democrats
I'm
to win
here.
Michigan.
Yo, that's why the stream is called Just Chat. And if you're here for iRacing right now, yeah,
and then do well in the suburbs.
it probably ain't happening for maybe an hour or two. We'll see. What's the verdict, Condon?
This is one of the flips. Barack Obama, Terry McComb.
We can't call it right now, but Florida, I'm already calling it for Trump. North Carolina, that's too close, which is weird. Biden shouldn't have had a chance in North Carolina, but it appears like he does. Biden has a chance in Ohio. That's looking way too close. Arizona, that's looking way too close. It's interesting out here. But Trump has a chance in Virginia. Like, who would have thought?
You don't see a ton of blue.
So
here.
actually, this
Go back to
election is close.
2012.
That's what you're saying.
This is the difference,
Yeah,
right? Can Joe Biden,
so far, right now, it's
the guy who
close.
was number 2 to Barack Obama on the ticket,
How close?
win back some of these areas that Barack
It's
Obama
just
won
close.
when he
You
carried
can't
these
call it
states,
yet 'cause
many of
all the
them
votes
quite
ain't there.
convincingly. You see that this is Mitt Romney's birth state. I know he moved to Massachusetts. Now he's in Utah, but this is where he was
2%
born.
close.
And Barack Obama beat him by 10
50-50.
points. So the question is, can Joe
What?
Biden get those counties back?
Coin
They're
flip?
very
Yep,
early
coin
in the
flip.
County in Michigan right now. It's a
That's
long way
really
to go.
close,
So
man.
again, if you're looking at the
Exactly.
map
That's why I
of
said too
if you're a
close.
Republican, you say,
I mean,
wow.
you say
If you're a
close,
Democrat,
and I'm
you
like,
say,
how close?
uh-oh. But we're not done. We got a long way to go.
Then
We certainly do.
50-50
Let's go
is
check in
really
with,
close.
Jake, Dana, and Abby.
Thanks, Wolf. So we need to caution our viewers out there. It's early. Whether you're
Trump
rooting
is
for
getting
Trump or
spanked.
you're rooting for Biden, it's early. We're still counting.
See,
the
they're
votes.
saying the same thing I
don't
just
know
said.
If this is
too early.
2016 or 2018, you might remember.
Except for Florida. They can call Florida,
things looked
but they
really
still
bad for
won't,
the
though.
Democrats are uncertain early on. But
The
then, you know,
Hispanics
after
spoke up in Florida.
not just
Wait,
midnight struck,
mark
but a
my
couple
words. The
days,
Hispanics
you
and
saw
the
them
black
actually in a
men,
really great
they
night for
carried
Democrats.
Florida for
On
Trump.
the other hand, it could be 2016.
I think
with things
so.
breaking
Right.
for President
I know
Trump.
for the
Yo,
Hispanic
Abby,
one.
they could have did Abby
Which is
better
hard.
than that. Her
I mean,
wig
look,
is
This is
busted.
a nation that is on edge, so it's understandable. But as you said, and as we have been telegraphing, as we've approached tonight, it could take a while, and it is bearing out. And what I'm hearing from Democrats,
It
in
looks like you have a
particular,
big
over
screen,
and
Mer,
over,
because
text after
the
text.
image
Let's
of
just
the
wait and see
people
what happens
talking
up north.
behind you
Let's just wait and see
is
what happens.
huge.
Meaning Michigan, Wisconsin, and not as north, but more further north, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Arizona is still an unanswered question about what's going on there, but this is what happens when you have
Welcome
a lot
back.
of battlegrounds.
This
And in this
IDDQ
cycle,
guy,
we
that's
had
who
a
you said
lot
watch?
of states that were on
Check
the
it
grid
out.
in terms of
Yo,
competitive
why you so
races,
low for me,
where
Jay?
you're
Let
gonna
me check
have
and see
tight
what volume I
competitions
got you
between
at.
President
My
Trump
microphone's
and Joe
bad.
Biden, and we have to wait for all the votes to come in to really
I'll turn you
know
up a
where
little.
this thing is headed.
Say
I
something.
do think that based on where we are right now, we just
Okay, that'll
we're
work.
in the choose your own adventure part.
Pennsylvania.
We're in the
Who you
part
think
of the choose your own
Pennsylvania? Damn,
adventure
Trump
where
is
we really need
destroying
patience.
Biden.
We really need people to
Yo,
just
say that
wait
again,
until it
Kara.
comes in, because it's not
Pencil
gonna
what?
be an easy early
Pennsylvania.
night for
Pennsylvania.
people. These votes are coming
Yo,
in
you
little
say
by
it like
little, and
a
it's tight.
like a
You know,
vampire.
When the
Pennsylvania.
polls would say
I don't know.
before the election.
It's
that
not
Joe Biden
Pennsylvania?
was up 1 or 2
Yeah,
points
well, we
in
say
states that was
Pennsylvania,
within the margin
but
of error.
it's same
That
thing.
meant it was a toss-up, which is
Just
what
like how
happened.
you do
Saying
me
the
with
margin of error,
when I
Claire.
mispronounce Spanish
About
words.
Florida, we still don't know about
You
Georgia,
actually
we still
pronounce
don't know about
good.
North Carolina.
I think it's just
And as we have also been
accent.
saying, even if
Accent
we
is
were
not
to give
pronouncing
those
it bad,
states
or
all
it
among
is.
to President Trump, and
No,
we're
it's
I guess
just
it
waiting for a
sounds
lot of outstanding
different,
votes.
but it's you
Yeah.
can
It
still
really does
say it
come
the
up to
same,
three
just with a
states up
different
north,
accent.
Pennsylvania, Wisconsin,
Yeah.
Michigan, and also Arizona.
Pennsylvania.
Those are the states that the Biden
Yeah,
campaign
Trump is
focused
destroying.
most on, and we still.
Ooh, Florida is very close. You're right, Mer.
Florida is not close. Florida is done, Kara.
leading up to today.
Trump has
That
Florida.
maybe
Scratch
there's
out Florida for
opportunity
Trump.
for allowed.
Trust me.
You just
and just to
in
get
your
them to
stream
the
it says it's
polls
close. I'm
and
sorry.
Fuck what they talking about. It's done. Murph has made the decision.
And you know, I do think that when
Let's
you look at the
put
Senate,
North Carolina is what I'm worried about.
how
Look at
they
North
turn
Carolina
out,
right there,
the
man.
president
That's
is
too
still
close.
It's the
very
same-
competitive in those states, the places that he
Ohio
had
is
to hold
close
on to.
too.
Yeah.
No, Trump is
Georgia,
destroying Ohio.
North
Look at that.
Carolina,
Yeah, but
Florida. He
still,
had
though, there's still
states
too much of the vote
competitive
left to
there,
go.
And the reason for that is because
Look
his
at the-
people showed
man.
up today.
Pens-
There's only 29% of Pennsylvania. It's way too early for that.
Oh, where you see the 29? Oh, I see it.
Do I vote for Joe Biden?
Yeah,
or do I vote
Florida
for
is
Donald
done.
Trump? Pretty much
Yeah.
everybody made up their mind.
GGs.
The question is whether or not they were going to get out and vote. And the Trump
GGPO.
campaign
No
has
REs.
and
GG, no RE.
RNC, which has been working on its,
I see what you're saying with Georgia. Georgia is kinda close.
Really
North Carolina is what I'm worried
operation,
about, though.
and they actually built it in recent years modeled
Red
after
wave,
Barack
you
Obama's
gotta say it.
operation, because his was so good. That campaign's was so good when it came to data, and they've updated it.
Yo,
more
where's
and more.
Texas at?
The Democrats even will admit, and we were talking about this before, that they're
If
a little
Biden
bit slower
wins,
on that,
he
but they
better
were
learn
relying
Korean.
on some of that, but a lot
Wait,
of
what?
Because-
enthusiasm.
And I would add that
Because-
Kara, your commentary is the best. Guys, if you want to know about United States politics,
chose for a lot of
listen to Kara
things and
Council.
really good
He
reasons
knows
not
everything.
to be on the
But you
ground
know why?
knocking on
Why?
doors.
Why does
Korean
Biden need to learn Korean if he
because of the
wins?
pandemic.
Right.
So
Okay,
I
in
mean,
English,
there's
he
a-
has
when I talk to
the,
Democrats,
you know,
everyone
the
acknowledges
thing, the
is
problem
a
that people,
scenario that nobody
you know,
anticipated,
call him, but I think
put
it's
them
just
at a
old
little bit
age,
at a
obviously.
disadvantage, But we may see some of that play
But
out.
obviously
in the
Trump was
places
doing
where the
something in
president was
Korea,
able
right?
to
And it's
get
kind of
his
like if he
people out.
loses, that thing
Maybe
kind of
he
like
didn't change any
resets.
minds,
So
but as long
Biden
as he got
better
his
do
people out,
something, you know,
their
that Trump
argument,
didn't
their
do.
state-
So he
their-
better learn
their
Korean
state
or
of the
something.
case.
There you
And
go,
their-
ladies and gentlemen.
their-
Expert
their
opinion
theory
from
of the
Kara
case.
Council
No,
on
expert.
Murphy's
No.
Hood channel.
As long as-
Expert.
Y'all just got y'all some grade A politics right there.
Trump's diplomacy in Korea wasn't because he actually had
President
a
Trump,
hand
even when
in
it
being
looked a few
diplomatic
weeks ago
over there.
like
Him
this
turning a
thing
blind
was
eye
gone and out of his reach,
kind of
he
like
did work
made our
his tail
relations
off
to what
and
they
get
are.
out
Like,
there and
we
get out
allowed them
to those
to do
counties
the
and
things
rally their
that
supporters, and
the
obviously
Obama
that
administration
has
was
paid
just
off
like
at the
keeping them in
very
check. Where
least
it's like,
in making
y'all
I
motherfuckers
slightly
making moves.
disagree on that, but
Y'all motherfuckers better
Jaden,
make
not saying that Trump didn't turn a blind eye, but all of them did. The Obama administration, nobody's done shit to North Korea yet. Not Trump, not
Pretty much.
Obama,
I'm
not
saying, like,
Bush.
Trump
What
hating
I'm saying, I guess the
pundits
verbiage or
out there
I guess
who were saying
the phrasing was wrong, but more so like this administration's been way less scrutinizing, and then anytime like Trump and like Rocket Man get into it, Trump's just like, man,
Yo,
whatever, Rocket Man.
my
do
man
what
said
you wanna
Rocket
do."
Man.
Like, yeah, he's like, just do whatever you want to do. Plus, dude's already died like 4 times this year, so like,
Wait,
no.
who died?
Kim Jong.
Wait,
Or as Trump would say, Kim Jong Un.
I learned how to say Ilhan Omar. the other day.
Hey, how long did that take you? Like an hour?
I just watched the Trump rally and he was saying Ilhan Omar. How about that? Boo! And everybody just saying boo.
All right, hold on. We got a race alert.
75% of the estimated vote is in.
Oh, they have like
Wow. 75% of the vote. And Biden is up in Arizona. This was unexpected. But it's not done yet. New Hampshire doesn't matter.
I already
That's-
voted, put my stake in and everything, but I'm so done. I'm like, I don't even care.
I'm not done till after tomorrow. After tomorrow, then I'm like, all right, I'm done. But I'm 30 feet deep in right now.
What does that mean?
I'm into it.
Okay.
What about Jorgensen? Did I vote for her? No, but I'm all for
I saw that name on the ballot. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, she's actually the one who I affiliate with the most. I'm all about being an independent libertarian. That's my deal. But nah, I wasn't gonna vote for her because she didn't stand a chance. Did you vote for Kanye though, Jaden?
Wait, Kanye was in the
How
ballot?
did you do that?
He was on some people's
Write him in.
ballots, but yeah, if he wasn't on your ballot, you had to write him in. But he was on some ballots in some states.
Wasn't on my ballot.
Ah.
I mean, that's for president?
Yeah, for president.
Without campaigning? That's it?
Yeah, he campaigned. It was his own little different thing. Here we go. We got a projection.
Take a look
Is
at
it
this.
bad that I
CNN
voted for
projects
Biden,
that
but I
Joe
kinda
Biden
want
will
that
win
Trump,
in New Mexico right now.
that
You can
Trump
change
Biden
it.
win. I'm like, if he wins, it's like a win-win. It's like, if he lose, he's not my president
That's
no
5
more.
electoral
But if he
votes
wins,
in New Mexico.
$1,200
So let's see where
looks
the
kinda
electoral
nice.
college map stands right now.
Wait,
Right now,
New
what's happening in
Mexico?
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, New Mexico was blue last time.
Wait, there's a New Mexico state? What is that?
Yo, but wait a minute. Hold on, we gotta pause, guys. My man Carrie didn't know about the state of New Mexico. Go ahead,
Are you
Jaden.
kidding me?
it's watered down Arizona. That's all it is.
There you go. Yeah, there's a state called New Mexico.
They
so-
invented that like recently, right?
it's
I've never heard
No.
that.
No. It's a piece of Mexico that like we basically just said, hey, this is ours. And they were
It's
like,
Well,
very
that was
close to the
Texas
border.
as well, and Arizona. Well, shit, the whole damn area.
most of the Southwest, you know.
Hello.
I'm just like, this is ours.
You
now.
watching this stuff going down?
Yo, who that?
Mr. Jaffa.
Oh, Jaffa. What's up, Jaffa?
Watching Crowder's live stream.
Fuck Crowder, man. I'm live streaming.
Oh,
What's Crowder saying? Who's Crowder calling? Has Crowder called Florida yet? I've already called Florida. I called Florida 2 hours ago.
Calling Florida for Trump.
Okay. At least Crowder's making sense here.
Who is Crowd?
Crowder, Steven Crowder. He's a comedian.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go hit your page. I didn't know you was even streaming.
And it's because of Miami-Dade, man. I'm telling you, the Hispanics and the blacks in Miami-Dade fucked Biden over for Florida. That was his only shot.
4 years ago, when the president won at 49, 45, a 4-point race, you see the president.
Are you saying he's gonna?
And when I went to Ocala, I'm telling you, man, old people were passing out at the rally. Like it was wild.
We're not done. We're not done.
Question: if Biden wins, is gonna be a recount, or if Trump wins, is gonna be a recount?
Yeah, who knows? Probably both ways.
An hour or two from now, is the president going to come out and say, "I win"? If he's still leading in those states.
And we got almost half of the votes in, and he's still winning the popular vote. Now, if he wins the popular vote, man, that's gonna be embarrassing.
There are no surprises on this map so far.
Popular is the all people, and electoral is the other one.
Yeah.
Also, though, if you think about out here,
Kara gonna learn some U.S. voting process today. You gonna have this shit. You gonna be able to teach this shit.
I learned a little bit.
Yo, I love how you got your fucking wheel and with the green screen and the fucking
yeah,
goddamn CNN behind you.
Yeah, it's a race. If you
look,
think about
I'm running
it.
CNN right now.
Yo, he's racing.
He's racing.
Yeah, it's a political race, ain't it?
Wait, he said 306 is over. Trump wins. GG.
That was last time. He had 306. That was 2016 results.
I got bait.
You gotta read the screen, Karen.
Yeah, I didn't read.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Don't follow this shit on Google. I don't know. It's just, it's bad.
Well, what I was telling Kara earlier is that the only reason CNN hasn't called Florida yet, because they could have called Florida 2 hours ago, but the only reason why they haven't is because they don't want to lose viewers. Like, if they were to call Florida 2 hours ago, they would have had so many people tuned out that would have been like, oh, it's over. So they still think that there's a chance or whatever with Biden blocking Florida.
Dude, what the fuck's going on with Virginia?
Yo, that's what I said. Because look, people are saying Ohio, that Biden might have taken Ohio, but it looks like Trump might get Ohio still. And if he gets Virginia, man, that'll be wild. But it looks like they turned it back blue, but still, it's still early.
Here's the thing, like, so far, you know, Trump is winning in Virginia. That's why I texted you earlier, because you know he's just demolishing in Virginia.
Oh yeah, and they had called it for Virginia, but
they're calling it for Biden.
Yeah, but it's probably because of like previous votes before in counties that they know are like deep hard blue. They were probably doing the math already, going, yeah, there's no way unless Trump like makes a miraculous breakthrough in those deep blue counties. But
yo, did you see Pennsylvania?
Oh no, my bad. This is current. Virginia is still red. That was the old map. My bad. Look, I got baited too, Kara. That was the old map.
Yo, Pennsylvania's red right now.
Yeah, but I think they're still like early with the count, with the percentage.
We're not done yet, but that we still have, you know, we can't take Florida away. Still red over there.
Wait, question. It happened at like the TV news. Somebody faint at the end when the result comes out.
Nah, I've never. They cried last time though. They were crying on TV.
Oh, they were. Yes.
But nobody fainted.
But like I was saying, I was watching the Young Turks. They were crying.
Yeah.
I can see that happen. This is like very.
I gotta go share your stream out real quick.
All right, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love.
Electoral, yeah, look at that. Pennsylvania, just like Jaffa was saying. Look at that.
We're only 32% though, so I'm not ready to get excited yet.
Take it. That's 32%.
We expect that 18% to go all the way up to.
Wait, what is that, Arizona?
So there's a ton more early votes still to be counted.
Oh, Arizona is very close to win.
Joe Biden in Pennsylvania. We just have to wait to see.
Man, why does Georgia always take so damn long to count? like they end before everybody else, and then results don't come in till like way later. I can tell you though, in my Jaden, I don't know if it was like this for you, but at my polling location, we were like third or fourth in line, and it was a disaster. Like them people didn't know what the hell they were doing. This lady was literally sitting here going, how do I create the card? And I was like, ma'am, insert it right there. I had to tell her how to do this shit or whatever. It was horrible.
You guys got a different system than us.
Only had to wait like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had to wait nothing but 5 minutes if they knew what the fuck they were doing. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. It was horrible.
My shit was like just in and out, bro. Like my license to get expired, I like applied to get that thing renewed because they know you needed a fucking appointment. We had an appointment for the next day, and they're like, "Would you like to register to vote?" I was like, "Just in case I'm not." Yeah. And then it was like, "You're registered." And I'm like, right down the corner, literally walking distance.
Yeah, that's how ours was. It's like right behind our house, basically.
You go back 4 years ago.
You say that there's like riots potentially happening.
Potentially.
I will call this: if Biden wins, it's gonna come like immigration running to the borders like instant, right? Because that was part of the campaign,
because Trump's
right?
still president, so they're gonna wait until next year. You want to see some racing? Hey, we ain't racing right now. We just chatting and talking. Everybody wants to see racing, man. iRacing is popular. Thank you guys for like my stream channel has grown. Like it's starting to grow back to the rate of what it was at in like 2013, 2014 when we were popping. It's growing just that fast, and it's all because of y'all enjoying the iRacing content. I promise you, we gonna do some iRacing tonight, but not right now. We gotta see if Armageddon's gonna happen yet first. Yeah. Or the new Civil War. We gotta see if that's happening. iRacing is lit. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. And I'm getting better at Phoenix. So, yeah, the races at Phoenix are gonna be competitive tonight. Because y'all should have seen that race yesterday. The race yesterday was wow. The end of the race.
Oh, is that when I went to bed?
I believe so. Matter of fact, when as soon as they go to commercial, I'm gonna show y'all the finish of the race from this morning. We had 2 people in the chat that were in the race, and I started that race. Okay, they're going to break, so let's do this. We'll do that. Let me mute that real quick, and I'll start up iRacing.
Close at 11.
Replays. Wild finish. So here we go.
God damn, you got more windows open than me.
Yeah, I'm like, look, that's one screen, Jaffa. You only see one screen. I got 2 other screens with all types of shit open over here.
3 screens is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. I got a whole network going on right now. Did I get some good? Oh, man, I read that all wrong. I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Did you get some good ass?
Yeah, so he was saying that I get some good ass clips, but I was reading it as did you get some good ass clips, and I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? But okay, I got it now. Trying to get me in trouble, man. Oh man. Okay, it's loading up, guys. Okay, so the way it went down is there were 2 people from the chat. They were also in the race. My iRacing crashed right before the race began. And then when I was loading back in, they had already done 2 or 3 laps. So I started the race 2 or 3 laps behind. Somehow I got possessed. And I was driving, yes, I was driving like a madman. I don't know how I did it, but I lapped the guys once. Then there was a crash and I got lucky dog. I got a lap back.
Got 1 gallon left.
Then I got another lap back. And then next thing you know, me and Marcus, who's IB Real in the chat, we're fighting for like 8th and 9th, 7th, 8th and 9th place or whatever. And I'm like, damn, how did I come back here all the way from last, 3 laps down, to fighting for 8th, 7th, 8th and 9th place on the last lap. So this is the very last lap right here. And watch the end. IB Real, Marcus, aka Marcus, he is the number 9 car. And this is the finish we had.
slack there.
Great win, Ford.
Right before the line.
Six, I appreciate you not.
All of that happened right before the line. So he came down. Well, I came into him, almost lost control. He gets a little bit ahead right there, and then he almost lost control. And as he was regaining control, he bumped the other guy, and I dodged him right at the last moment. It was wild. It was straight up wild. And from my cockpit, I made the right move at just the last second or whatever, because we both could have taken each other out or whatever. But yeah, that was a dope finish for me to come all the way back from being down.
This is from your perspective.
Great win, Ford.
That was crazy.
Hey,
he was like an inch away from the freaking finish line and crashed out right at the end. The finish line.
Yeah.
Wait, let's go back some more.
Ooh.
Yeah, the finish line is right there. It's right there. And look at how close I was to him.
Yeah.
I was so close to like slamming right into him, and I'm glad there wasn't a car right there beside me, because if there was, I would have been screwed there.
Hey, Six.
And that gave me P8. So yeah, that was a fun race.
You juked that thing too.
Yeah.
I saw that you
we
did a
had
little
the
bit to the left.
jukes. So yeah, that was iRacing yesterday. Well, this morning. We will definitely get back to it.
You got 8th place, right?
Yeah, 8th place. Came down. I was down 3 laps at the start of the race because I started the race late and came all the way. So what I was saying earlier this morning is that if I had started that race on time, I know for a fact I would have won that race by a wide margin. Because I don't know how I was like running the lines perfectly, man. It was insane.
Looks like a pretty comfortable, nearly 300,000 vote lead over Trump. 60.7% to 37.2%.
Minnesota.
In Iowa, right
Damn, Minnesota is over.
Biden has a 76,000.
Yeah, Iowa was way too early to call.
To 41%. Let's go back to John.
There's only 25% in Minnesota. Trump might break Minnesota. We'll see. It's too early too.
Yo, Utah's looking like it's got Trump fever.
What? Utah? Wait, how many? What's the percentage in Utah right now, though? I'm pretty sure it's too early.
55 to 40.
No, I mean like how many percentage of the votes are in?
The Trump campaign hoped to flip New Hampshire. That hasn't happened.
It's still too early.
Yeah, I don't go until it starts like, you know, getting in.
Utah. The question is, will there be any surprises, right? So at the moment, you're looking at this map. Both campaigns.
Jamil Hill just tweeted an hour ago, if Trump wins re-election, it's on white people, no one else. Shut the F up with that. I just said Florida got carried by Hispanics and black men. That's going to hold true in exit polls. Wait and see.
But the president is overtaken. The whole challenge was, would there be an election day surge? We'll see.
Jamil Hill tweeted that.
Yeah.
Joe Biden. This is the anomaly of 2020.
Did y'all see the
Democrats build an early lead.
What's the guy's name? Used to be on ESPN, like Jamil Hill. ESPN been producing some hot ones lately. Keith Olbermann's his tweet earlier today.
We're still counting votes there. We don't see it yet.
Keith Olbermann's tweet said, yes, at real Donald Trump has always been, will always be, and on the day of his bid for re-election, still is a whiny little Kunta Kinte. What the fuck does that even mean?
Wait, yeah, that was in Spanish. What is that? Say that again?
He said that Donald Trump will always be a whiny little Kunta Kinte. Kunta Kinte
is the hero of Roots.
Yeah, like how do you turn the hero of Roots into something bad? Like these are supposed to be the white liberal people that are for black folks. And he literally just turned Kunta Kinte into, like, what does he even mean by that? Like, I've never heard Kunta Kinte's name being invoked as a negative, like as a bad thing. That's the most dumb shit ever. But he did it, and then he deleted it later. But I saw it when it was up, and I screenshotted the shit out of it. But yeah, he called Donald Trump a whiny little Kunta Kinte. That makes no sense.
What does that mean?
Kunta Kinte was the hero of a movie, of a TV, not a movie, a TV series called Roots. He was the slave. He was like the main slave character. He was a slave, you know, during the slavery time period or whatever. There was all types of shit that happened or whatever in the movie. But yeah, it's about slaves.
Hell, bro, can we get some younger candidates, nigga? Like 50? Like, we got geriatric ass niggas leading the country.
That's the other thing that I said. I said if Biden wins, like how the fuck?
3 years older.
Yeah, he will be the oldest. He will be the oldest, whitest president of the United States ever in 2020. How? How did we get there to where the party that's supposed to be, you know, like liberal and for diversity want to elect the oldest, whitest motherfucker ever?
Bush got any more brothers? Fuck it.
Don't forget, racist.
Oh man said, fuck it, I'd rather go back to the Bush family.
For real, dog.
I'll do you one better. We could go to China and snatch Obama's brother from China. Most folks don't know about him. He has a successful businessman brother that lives in China.
I didn't even know about it 8 years old. When you said it,
yeah. There's the half brother Malik that lives in like New York or something. He hates Barack.
Before Watergate. Which is like, can we even talk about that, man?
JFK the third.
It's like niggas got impeached because they left the hotel door open.
We need to count more votes here. So let's
nigga left the door open. Oh, you can't stay in the Oval no more, man.
But again,
you went over the mini bar.
But no, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
No, it's a little bit more complicated. He left the door open
so they can rob the niggas. But yeah, but still.
But I like my telling the story because it makes it seem a lot less
simplified version. Makes it sound dumb as fuck. Nigga just left the door open.
You could use the Forrest Gump version of it. Those guys are shining flashlights over there.
I forgot that was in Forrest Gump. Yeah, Forrest Gump like witnessed everything in U.S. history, right?
Yeah. Just look at the map here. You come back to 2016, and you see over here, for example, Hillary Clinton won along the border here. It's a smaller county, but you just come back and look at 2020.
What are they saying, Murph? I don't have the volume.
I haven't been listening. We've been talking shit.
I got Crowder going. I'm gonna mute him.
This is Grand Rapids.
I'm looking on Twitter right now. Oh boy, the leftists, they're starting to get really disappointed right now. So you can start to see the tone changing. Like even watching CNN earlier, there were smiles on their faces and stuff, and now they're starting to sound a little bit, you know, sadder and a little more worried.
I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna go check out the Young Turks channel, see what's going on over there.
The Young Turks still exist? Damn. I thought they got defunded. I thought they got all their backing. Oh, there's Shink. As soon as I mentioned it, yo, shout outs to the phones listening to us, because the moment I mentioned Young Turks, I open up my phone and there's Shink Uger right here in a tweet.
We all just need to be patient, relax, get through it.
We certainly will. We've got some more projections.
Projections. Come on, give the man Florida.
Let's take a look at this. CNN projects that
okay, Missouri, Biden, Illinois. That was expected for both of them.
He's looking pretty sad, I gotta say.
The projections, like, they got that shit.
Yeah, projections is we're basically calling it for. If you see key race alert, they're just saying, hey, this is an update. But yeah, their projection is they're saying, hey, they got it. Which they can take back, because CNN did take back Virginia. I don't know if you know that or not, Jaffa. CNN gave, just like Fox News, CNN gave Virginia to Biden, and they recalled it. Yeah, they projected he would get Virginia, and then they took it back. Fox News is still being dumb as fuck and haven't taken it back yet.
78 electoral votes of the 270 needed to win. Joe Biden is counting on
how many
California
votes? It's like I'm looking at health bars.
Go look at
the user interface.
What game is it?
Let's start off in Michigan right now.
The America's Choice 2020.
Oh, I thought you was talking about a game.
No,
Oh,
no. You ever play those games where you're in a fighting game lobby and like you can't see the actual fight when you join?
Oh yeah, you just gotta sit there. Yeah, you gotta see the health bars. Yeah, that's exactly what this is like.
Exactly what this is. I was like, bro, it's 2020. You were just looking at the health bars training. It's like, oh yeah, this nigga about to win. That nigga 1 HP. And
Yeah, see that 1% go up.
You don't get to see the infinite. You get to see the 1% stay at 1%. He drains them 0 to 100.
Yep. What's up, Leo Saint Poker? Welcome, man. We're not iRacing right now, man. We're just chatting, talking this political shit. All political views are welcome, by the way. You might hear me saying a lot of pro-Trump shit or anti-Democrat shit. Yo, if you pro-Biden, spit your shit, man. We don't judge around here. Say what you gotta say.
I feel like we're sitting in a Hokuto no Ken lobby, and we're just like hopeful. We see the guys at like 0.1% health, but the guy fucked up and dropped his combo.
Yeah, that's the problem that I was just about to say, is that this is gonna be way longer though. You can at least expect to, like, you know, get back to the characters let screen soon with that shit.
Right.
With this shit, this is like hours long of watching it.
This is literally a Hokuto no Ken match going wrong.
Infinite combo.
Dude drops his infinite and gets infinite, bro. Or
gets infinite back. Yep.
There's one dude that doesn't even do infinites. He just shits damage, bro. He just supers 3 times and you're fucking dead.
Looking at different places. It's early Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin.
They need to remake that game.
Jaden, you interested in any of these old games getting rollback updates like KOF 2K2, the Guilty Gear Plus R?
Yes, I haven't been in a fighting game mood lately because Tekken kind of killed it for me, bro. Like, Season 3 was a disaster. Murray handled that shit horribly. He said, and I quote, this is when they made Electrics +5 on Block Steal. They were always +5, but they gave it less pushback, and they gave it more tracking to both sides, so you couldn't step. And this motherfucker said, if it's plus, why don't you just block it and punish it? I'm like, what?
Wait, if it's plus, block it and punish it.
That's what he said. And then on Twitter, he goes on this huge longer rant about like how the community's a bunch of babies, we lick toilets or whatever, everybody's whining about everything. But then he says some shit like that. He's like, and then afterwards, some secret was like, yeah, I'm just gonna not be on Twitter anymore. I can't do it. I'm like, bro, why can't you just quit the Tekken team? Like, we don't need you. Your chin is weak as fuck. You only learn fucking Japanese because you're that big of a weeb. Fucking, like, you don't know anything about how the world works or Tekken. Why are you on the team?
Damn. Yeah, I've been I ain't been playing. I did the KOF 2K2 rollback beta, which they still haven't released the actual thing now. The beta's been over with for 2 weeks, and they still haven't updated. But that was fun, like relearning 2K2 and playing that.
You know how I get, like, I got like this when, remember I got tired of Tag 2, but I just didn't want to play fighting games for a bit, and I just was like a casual gamer for a bit, and then Street Fighter came out, and then I started learning fighting games again.
Yeah, but I've been doing a lot less fighting game playing lately. I've been playing iRacing for what, 2 months now, and
plus I left Florida, right? In Florida, it didn't really matter what was a poppin' game, like, because we had a fighting game community, and I was cool. Like, we had like a really close knit group of friends. We'd go to this house, and we called it Purple Door, and we'd sit around the house drinking Modelo's and playing KOF, Tekken, and fucking Samurai Showdown be special, fucking last, but like any game. Like, if a nigga asks, hey, you trying to run some sets? We're gonna learn it. Cause
see, now that's the type of community I like. Anybody's down to play anything.
We're down to play anything, and most people who like they ask you to play something and they specialize in it, they teach you how to play that shit. Like, I know how to play anime now. I know how to play SNK games. Like, I know about the fucking the 2-3 rule that you were telling me, but I know about like fucking hit confirms and not hit confirm and shit and KOF and shit. He's like, bro, we just let that shit rip in KOF. It's like you're playing neutral this whole time. It's like you don't need to hit confirm. Just learn that. Like, KOF teaches you the one thing that will take you far in every fucking fighting game. Convert off of stray hits. You need to just learn how to convert off of a stray hit. It's like when you hit a nigga, you already know they're in hit stun. You don't need to fucking confirm that. Just fucking let that shit rip afterwards. Like,
thank you, Jaffa. Yeah, I'm on a TMX Pro.
The math gets interesting if the president
so like
can hold.
I just been playing shooting games lately and training my aim and shit.
Like, that's okay. Just fill them all in and come back.
It's been hella fun, bro. I've been playing at like super high levels of shooting games and shit.
Could decide an American president?
Yeah, on that Counter-Strike.
I played that a little bit. I'm like gold Nova right now. I probably degened out of it though. My rank, what do you call it when it hides your skill group?
Yeah,
skill group or whatever.
You're just not ranked anymore.
So apparently I missed it, but this guy said that Biden can come back in Florida. That's the absolute lie. Florida's donezo, guys. Not gonna happen.
Oh, there's somebody behind you, Murph. Oh no, that's the TV. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it does look like somebody's like about to attack me from behind. Huh?
I saw that earlier too. I was gonna say something. What up, though?
Yo, what up? What up? That's Condon? Yep, Condon. What's up, man?
There's still plenty of outstanding votes.
Yeah, I thought it was your son or something.
Yo, somebody come get this white man from behind me.
It's Creepy Joe.
It's Creepy Joe? Yeah. Joe wanna smell my hair?
Micromanaging your stream.
The hairy legs.
You got that wave cap on. You trying to get 360?
Man, I had them, bro. I had them, and I fucking when the pandemic hit, I got lazy. I got lazy and shit. Stop giving a fuck.
I need to get lazy.
Now I just look stream. Now I just wear this shit. This do rag is on my head just to hide my fading hairline, guys. We keep it real around here.
We're gonna look at it.
You do that shit when you get older.
Do-rags are for fashion anyway, bro. You need to get on the duragwave.com. They got all kinds of shit, bro. They got like Dragon Ball duragwave.com. They got like
Dragon Ball durag.
They got the velvet shits, cuz like that shit feels so nice on your head. Like when I get the 2 grain, two guard with the grain, bro. You know, the super low cut, bro. And like I get the velvet pressed down on it. It just feels like I got angel pussy on my head.
Wait a minute, y'all. This guy is coming. You hear this carrot? This man is giving you frame data on durags.
On durag, yeah.
Look, man, that shit is mad active. Like, you put that durag on, you put your Murray's pomade on, bro. You got a meaty, bro. Like,
I got what is this over here? This is Sporting Wave. I ain't got Murray's. I got Sporting Wave over here.
Oh, it's just their clothes, yo. They're from Georgia?
Is that gas anyway? Let me tell you, I'm a savage, bro. I wet my hair with this weird ass blueberry Fritz shit that like re-wets your hair, and then I put like almond oil in it, like a carrier oil in it, and then I get me a cream, I got some shea curl enhancing smoothie, or some fucking canned fucking like vinegar and like jojoba oil fucking like cream or whatever I put in my hair next. I brush all that shit in with a soft brush, and then like I get the hard brush, I brush that shit in some more, and then I put the fucking Murray's on it. I also got some.
Wait. Straight up, like you cut your shit now? Oh
yeah, I've been cut my shit.
Oh damn.
I've been cut that shit. Like when I was like working out every day, my dreadlocks was starting to smell like straight doo-doo, dog, and I would have to wash them shits every day, and then they take like 3 days to dry, and I'm like, I'm always washing these shits. I got mildew in my dreadlocks, like, and then like it got to the point where like they'd be clean, right? But then I start sweating, and I'd be half-assed like drying my hair. So when I start sweating out in like the park working out and shit, like I ain't washed the soap out my hair good, so now I'm getting soapy sweat in my fucking eyes and shit. I'm like, bro,
my man walking around lathered up and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm so done with long hair and trying to be healthy, dog. Like, that's just, it's not a rap. And
wow, so Biden is still holding Arizona, y'all. He's 77% in. Oh, no, my bad. Well, yeah, he is. 53-45, 77% in. Wasn't expecting Arizona to flip. What'd you say, Condon?
I said I don't see the site. It's down though. I only know about this one site, Anonymous Plugs. That's the joint, but those is premium. You gotta spend like $60 for a do-rag. That's kind of crazy.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah, he said he don't see your site, Jaden.
Yeah, I don't see it. It says it's not up, like it's down temporarily. Or
$60 at do-rag.
I know. I was thinking the same thing, Carol. Shit, I just go to Family Dollar, get that $1 joint. It have holes in it the next day, but it is what it is.
Here, mother
located in Smyrna, Georgia. Open 24.
Yeah, it's in Georgia. I saw that.
Oh, it is that.
Here, let me post.
That nigga ain't paying.
on. All of a sudden,
Bro, he had some nice do-rags too, bro. Like, I had like
just
a...
want to check down here in North Carolina again.
All right, hold up.
49.
Yeah, that shit's expensive though.
Goddamn,
They got
oh,
the
it's do-rag.
Feel good about this, but we'll keep
Yeah, what
counting
kind of Dragon
and see what
Ball Z
happens in
do-rag is
North
this? It don't
Carolina.
even look like no
One more time,
motherfucker.
just
It's
wanna
like a
look.
pizza. Oh, I see. I see.
That's a Ninja Turtle do-rag right there.
Like a cheese pizza.
47 there in Florida. Again,
Hey, my
there's
$45.
a lot of red, including in places in
Boy,
the
y'all too rich for me with them $100 do-rags and shit.
Iowa's blue right now. We're not
That's what I'm
show you
saying.
Wow,
one
make
do-rag
me
first.
one. Give me some thread and needle. Shit.
go through the night. Still a lot of math to do, Wolf.
Oh, now who is Shorty on the website right here? Trying to drop a mixtape with them gazelle legs.
All right, next polls close.
Dude, that do-rag looks like the fucking from the leader from the Warriors.
Hey, we got another projection.
I know y'all seen the Warriors.
Okay, Washington, Oregon, California. That's all expected for Biden. No surprises there.
Yeah, look at that.
He got a picture of Drake. That nigga doesn't even wear do-rags, bro. He got that Jewish nigga hair, bro. He got that good hair, bro. He don't even wear that shit, bro. Look at him. Look at him. He was born with waves. That's some bullshit.
Trying to figure it out.
And this nigga got a bandana on. What is the bandana for? I mean, I got cowlicks. I can fuck with a bandana, but still.
Hey, Wyoming. That was expected, though.
Easy win.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm saving this shit.
Wait,
All right,
3
bro.
points?
Yeah, for Wyoming.
Yo, what's his
Not
name?
very much.
Jaffa? Cochise?
Cleon.
Oh, Cleon. My bad.
Cochise is the one with the big afro.
Yeah, that's him.
Dr. Black Man, PhD.
Is it what we have? All that chart?
You're not TNK, are you? TNK always has some weird ass name like fucking
Nah,
2D
that's
Life and Checkout or some shit.
That's my
And
dad.
also, you don't sound like Stash. Because I get
that's my
TNK confused with Stash. It's like, y'all niggas sound the same.
No, not TNK and Stash.
TNK sound exactly the same as TNK and Stash. Like the octave of their voice. Like their verbiage in colloquial terms, the way they speak, like I can know the difference then, because like Stash is like, I don't know, he may not know me as well, so he's real cordial with me, but he do be talking reckless to Murph sometimes. That shit.
It's a rap for Trump, Pobo? Pobo, are you watching the same thing, sir? Are you not
What does that
looking?
mean? It's a
He
rap
said
that
it's
he
a
won?
rap for Trump.
Wait, that
Like
means
it's
that he
over
won.
for Trump, is what he's saying.
like-
No,
I
that-
like this. I
Bobo,
like this do-rag.
what are you talking about, sir?
Is this even a do-rag? This is like the shit Shaheen wear in Tekken.
And the West Coast, which again, when I started
Trying to find
Use one of
this
those as a
artist.
do-rag? That shit would be kind of clean, though.
Washington,
Yeah,
Oregon,
this is
California,
clean.
blocks for the
I wanna
Democrats
see.
in presidential politics.
Fuck around,
That's
get
what
waves with that
And
shit.
those are great building blocks, right? They're
Murph,
competitive
tell
in
me
Oregon,
Latin,
now is to raise
you
money.
know, hip hop, whatever.
Ooh, Michigan,
genre.
dude.
Question is, you need to get to 270.
Latin hip hop genre. You should be telling me.
I know, but it's one of those stuff that I got the,
Talking about
the
reggaeton?
name. and I- Yeah.
Reggaeton?
New York, California, Washington.
It's
and Oregon.
popular
It's gonna be in
everywhere.
your
Dude,
south.
Michigan's
But
almost done.
this map,
Only hip hop
of
that's
course, since you're
relevant
now
now
at
is grime,
192,
dog. Like
you try to get
UK.
there. How do you get there?
UK
Working off
rappers.
this
Talking
map.
about reggaeton?
That's the Clinton state.
No, I'm talking
Right?
about.
Trump
I'm talking
campaign's
about.
trying to flip it, but let's for the sake
Motherfucking
of
mess,
argument,
no, hot-
assume it stays Democratic.
Motherfucking-
I'm gonna ask my
Never too
family.
big for the beer.
That was a Trump state.
Talking about
Joe
grime,
Biden's leading
dog.
right now there.
Road
That's
man.
the only-
That way.
Them niggas be
That's
spitting.
Hispanic
Colorado,
rapper.
New Mexico, the West Coast will be good to the Democrats in the South.
All right, so I'm looking at a tweet here. Says Trump did better in 2020. This is according to exit polls. He's done better in 2020 with every race and gender except for white men. He was -5 with white men, +2 with white men, with white women, +2 with black. I mean, +4 with black men. I told y'all the black vote was gonna go up for Trump. +4 with black women, +3 with Latino women, +3 with Latino men, and +5 with other races. That's insane, but I told y'all that was gonna happen.
They believed a few other things about tonight, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, just
Yo, CNN still hasn't called Florida.
Yeah, I told you CNN is only not calling Florida because they don't want people to tune out. They're gonna just wait.
So you're at
tell you right now, that motherfucker gave us that $1,200 before the election.
Oh, it would have been. It wouldn't even been close.
It'd have been a wrap.
So you're looking at this map.
Either we'd have been like appreciate the money, but you can get the fuck on. Or it would just been rob money, and we would just be like, all right, put that nigga back in so we can get 1,200 more.
Round 3.
Say, look at that stem 3. You got do that shit Canada did, bro. Them niggas get 2,400 a month. They don't even do nothing.
Yeah, they gonna pay for that shit. Though in the long run, as long as they keep shit shut down, it's just like England and
money on their fucking military. Them niggas got like 80,000 active service members. That ain't shit.
But you gotta think, as long as people aren't generating anything, and the GDP is dropping, and like there isn't an economy that's active, and the government is still spending money, and there's nothing replacing that money that the government is spending, they gonna be hurting. That's why England's dumbest move was to lock shit down again. That was dumb. Who else did it this week? Was it France or Italy, I think? And I know Germany did it again. Those second lockdowns are gonna crush those economies. And they're funding themselves with government money
No, see, that's good though, because if everybody pockets fucked up, then the dollar just gonna be looking different. You know what I'm saying?
China ain't fucked up.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's fucked up for them. For us, as long as we keep going, that's gonna set us straight. We gonna be in a big ass good position. As long as we don't shut down again, and the longer they stay shut down, the more they're gonna be fucked up. And our economy is gonna like prosper from that shit.
All right, this might be an unpopular opinion about the virus, but like the American population is like, and this is like niggas who don't even take like there's a huge portion of the population who don't even do the Census Bureau, right? And we got like over 400 million people. And the deaths is only like up to like 200,000. Like that's not even 1% of the American population.
Yeah, I believe it's equal to around the whole of Europe, and because people talk about how many deaths we got, or whatever. Like the whole of Europe is equal too. It's like equal to the same amount of deaths, but people aren't looking at it like that or whatever.
They're just looking at the number.
Yeah, they're just looking at the number.
They're looking at America. They're like, America's failing. It's like, bro, America's smaller than fucking Europe.
Like here in this area where I'm at, there's people like there's so many people dying and that's died in this area. Then I always hit them with the number. I said, you know how many people died in this metropolitan area where there's like 100 and I know this sounds low, but for our quote unquote metropolitan area, there's like 172,000 people. 162 people have died from the virus out of that 172,000. That's not a lot.
Out of that 162, how many of those were
old, like
related, or pure COVID death?
Well, how many were super old as shit? That's the thing. And people say, well, damn, that's insensitive, bro. If I've had like multiple family members die from it, so out of the 162, I think like 5 of my family members died.
It's not insensitive, bro. So it's not like we're fucking dancing on your dead family members.
Exactly.
Like the statistical data is out there.
Yeah.
And you're fucking reading the statistical data for what it is. Like it takes a certain population for data to be collected and aggregated for it to actually even mean a fucking thing. At all. And so when you're taking the data and using it for its intents and purposes, like discussing it like how we are right now, it's
but people are turning it into, Murph, you don't care about anybody, all that shit or whatever. But here's since y'all want some data here.
There's no fucking book that says you need to. It's like you can be an insensitive prick if you want.
Here's some data from the election from CNN that I saw earlier in their election polls. Do y'all know where coronavirus was on their list of most important things deciding the election?
Out of how many things on the list?
There were like 5 things on the list.
Oh, it's probably number 4.
That's exactly where it was. It was number 4 for both Trump voters and for Biden voters. For both of them. So for both segments of the electorate, coronavirus was number 4 out of the 5 things. They didn't even give a fuck about coronavirus, basically, when they went to the polls. That's saying something.
Here's my thing. Alright, it's 2020. We only got like how many states that legalize marijuana for like recreational use, but then you see those states that legalize it, they get a fuck ton of revenue, right? It's like, why can't y'all just go ahead and do that? Because there's no way you're telling me you're profiteering more by incarcerating people or fining them for using it. It's like you could probably generate
if there's a major manufacturing company hiring. Yeah, matter of fact, Jaffa was a manager in the marijuana industry. Take it away, Jaffa.
Actually, Jaffa was. Does that mean that you ain't the nigga to talk to? Because, like, see, this is my thing. I actually applied to a job. We got this place in Florida called Trulieve, and they have this machine called an HPLC. It's a high-pressure liquid chromatography machine. And what that machine does is, it has a stationary phase where, like, the chemicals that you put inside of it, they remain locked inside the chromatography column. And then to make things return into a mobile phase, you pour an elutant, and, like, depending on how things stay or remain or how they actually travel in these phases, unless you know what kind of impurities are in, like, the distillates that they create. Like, I'm dead ass trying to get into an industry where I can use a quality control machine and just be sitting pretty like, oh yeah,
you ain't gonna make that shit.
No, like, the fucking run that machine is like, bro, the machine costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro. And, like,
yeah, but you ain't gonna make jack shit running that machine. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
It's a good ass starting, like, position though. Like,
you're gonna make $15 an hour.
Nah, the starting pay is like $17 to $19.
Okay, so check this out. Here in Colorado, that they've got these same things. You know, they're saying all these managers, all these people who run these distillates and shit, they're gonna be making 40, 50 grand a year. They actually come into the industry and they start working those jobs, and they're running those machines and shit, and making you know, concentrates and shit like that. And those dudes are making like $15, $20 max an hour.
So that's going to change. We know that without
Bro,
a doubt.
$20 an hour, like, max. If I could get to $20 right now, that's better than no income. One, and two, that's valuable work experience, because, like, they use these kind of, like, the thing with quality control and quality assurance now in the industry is, like, I don't expect to make a lot with HPLC anyway.
I'll tell you right now, from working in the industry, hold on, quality control is non-existent. Okay, it does not fucking exist. They got a fucking their system that they have for that industry to regulate and for quality control. It is the biggest fucking money grabbing scheme I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. And the other states are modeling their shit after Colorado and Washington.
It makes sense, but the only reason why I understand where you coming from with it is because the machine in and of itself is automated as fuck.
We haven't counted
so it's
most
not
of the
like
votes in Delaware County.
They don't need your ass to do it.
But if they be like, well, shit, nigga, we give you $15 to sit here and do nothing.
No. Won't work. I'm telling you. I mean, yo, go for it.
I mean, that's it. I applied for it. There's only 2 applicants, and I haven't heard anything back. It's only been a week. I'm just gonna apply for other things, and also, like, I'm about to have a master's.
No, where you at? You in Florida, right?
Right now I'm in Georgia, but I can literally just get a world map and throw daggers at that motherfucker.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know how Georgia's laws are, or not Georgia, Florida. Is it recreational? Okay, only medical.
By the way, guys, that's one of my main disappointments with the Trump presidency, and one of the predictions I was wrong on. He did not make a push for that. I thought he was going to make a push for federal legalization. I'm sad about that.
In states like Colorado and Washington, and New Mexico, because New Mexico has medical, but they're not recreationally legal. Now, in those 3 states, I can tell you, to work in that industry, you need to be a resident of that state. So, for instance, there's a town just south of me, take about 10-15 minutes to drive there. If you live there, you can't come and commute and work in this industry every day. You need to actually be a Colorado resident. Once you are a Colorado resident, and then you need to apply for a license, basically saying that, hey, I can work in this industry. Once you apply for it, they approve you, and then you pay the fee for the license, and here in Colorado you have to renew it every 2 years.
This is going to keep us in suspense because they just have to work through it through the night, and we may not have a better idea in terms of the total tabulation for those mail-in ballots.
Probably because it's still on the medical side here, you know, everyone could just fucking get a job. And
we may have to do that again. Look, this is where it gets
there's money
in the sense that
in it, but there's no money to be made in it.
I'm gonna mute y'all for 1 second.
Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the candidates for president, because you know this. Look, so they have all these mail-in ballots. This is Allegheny County. I'll get rid of the numbers here just to remind you. So look, Joe Biden's leading right now at 98,000 votes. The president has 23,000 votes. It's just not, I mean, it's real in the sense that these are real votes, but it's just not contextual in the sense that we know it's a higher turnout election than 4 years ago, and Hillary Clinton won this county with 367,000 votes. So when you see right now Joe Biden leading at 98,000 votes, we are in the early chapter of a very big book because it's such a big state. And so that's the key point. The challenge is, do we get more in the next hour? How long does this take? What do we start to get? Will we hear from the Secretary of State about this is going to go into tomorrow? We already know there were 6 or 8 counties that said they wouldn't even start counting the mail-in ballots to tomorrow. The Secretary of State was leaning on them to get them to try to start today if they weren't overwhelmed on Election Day. And remember, Pam just mentioned Philadelphia. We don't have to, this is not conjecture because we have the words of the President of the United States, who has spent the last couple of days saying he believes there's cheating and there's fraud in Philadelphia. The question is, many of his advisors have been urging him, stay off Twitter, stop talking about this, let this play out. But does the president lose patience as this night goes on?
We're told that in Pennsylvania, John, more than 1 million mail-in ballots, Pamela Brown was telling us, more than 1 million have not yet been counted.
Right, so more than 1 million. So you come back, again, you come back out and you see 1.7 to 1.3, 370,000 vote lead, 373,000 vote lead, but you know more than 1 million. Again, more than 1 million have not been counted. So this is real, but it's just now. Again, if it's a baseball game, we're in the 2nd or the 3rd inning at best. Right? If it's a football game, we're in an early quarter. Pick your sport. We're early in the game. You always want to build a lead. You'd rather be leading than behind, but it's not contextual. I keep wanting to say it's not real. It is real. These are real votes. They're actual votes. So if I say that, I don't mean it that way. I mean, these are real, but they're not. We just don't have the full picture. Again, I just want to show you these counties. This is look. Think about the places where we are close to the finish line. In every one of those states, we're showing you turnout is higher now than it was 4 years ago. Turnout is higher now than it was 4 years ago. Well, look at this: 25,000 votes. 167,000 votes to win the county 4 years ago, and it was higher turnout now. So you're at 25,000 votes. We're nowhere near done. We're just getting started. Move over here to Montgomery County. 4 years ago, this is Joe Biden right now at 110. 4 years ago, 256,000 to win the county, and we know turnout is up now. So 256,000 then, 110,000 now. We have a long way to go. We're in the early count here in Montgomery County. Chester County, again, Joe Biden with 58,000 votes and 56%.
All right, I'm going to add the guys back here.
Won this last time with nearly 100,000.
All right, I'm back.
We are
in the early count in Chester County.
That's what my
you move down here, that goes into Delaware, and come back into Pennsylvania, and come into Philadelphia. 584,000 votes for Secretary Clinton in Philadelphia 4 years ago. This is one of the places they felt they did a good job on turnout. 585 say. Joe Biden has 209,000 votes in Philadelphia right now. So what we have is a beginning, but we're so early in this race right now, so early in this race that when you pull this out and you see it red and you see what looks like a 12-point lead for the President of the United States, in the votes counted so far, the President of the United States has a 12-point lead, but there are more than 1 million, even more than that, I would conjecture. Just mail-in ballots, more than 1 million. Other ballots to be counted if people cast their votes today. We have a long way to go in Pennsylvania, Wolf, and a few others.
We'll be patient. We'll watch Pennsylvania closely. We have another projection right now. CNN projects that President Trump will win the state of Mississippi, beats Biden in Mississippi, wins 6 electoral votes in Mississippi. Let's take a look at the Electoral College map right now. So with that, Biden still has 192 electoral college votes. Trump now has 113 electoral college votes. 270, the number you need. Let's get a key race alert right now in Minnesota. Let's start. 46% of the voters, almost half. Biden has a 264,000 vote lead over Trump, 57.3% to 40% in Minnesota. 10 electoral votes there. In Iowa right now, 59% of the estimated vote is in. Very close. Biden's lead is almost 40,000 over Trump, 50.9% to 47.3%. 6 electoral votes
like, you know,
in
like
Iowa right now.
ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol. It's just like alcohol with a bunch of carbons. So it'll methylate the mercury and become methyl mercury. And it becomes neurotoxic, and it bioaccumulates throughout the
192 to 114, and again, right now, there's nothing on this map that tells it's a flip. Nothing on the map that would be a wow. And yet, we do know. Let's go back. I just want to go back to the Trump map, just to take us where we are, in the sense that we have nothing yet that we flip, but we do believe at least Joe Biden is leading there. That's a potential, right? So you keep looking at this map, that will get Donald Trump from his 2016 map down to 295. So then you go from there. I think we're in a world right now, Wolf, where I'm just going to take these away, right? Because we're in such an early state in all of them, we just take these away. And so if nothing else changed, right? If the president holds Florida, we haven't called that yet. It's close, but he's ahead.
Man, go ahead, call Florida.
Same deal. We haven't called it yet.
Oh, they called it?
No, I'm saying they need to go ahead.
CNN looks like they did. It's red.
No, they haven't called it. They're just doing like projections and like hitting and just looking at different scenarios.
But at the moment, we'll just leave it here until we.
Why they don't show the?
That's 2016.
Again, we have the congressional district here and the congressional district
here.
I
want to see the faces of the both candidates live while this is happening.
Yeah, neither one of them are going to show up until probably neither one of them are going to show up at all unless they're showing up to claim victory.
Normal delays plus additional delays.
They might put out a statement or something. Like if there's not going to be a claim of victory, they'll put out a statement later
right
tonight.
Now, the Associated Press has Biden ahead by like 100 votes.
Yeah, but they haven't called any of the red states at all, the AP, even though the ones that they know that Trump's gotten, they haven't called any of them.
Or the blue that Trump's got so far.
Yeah, but then they called California immediately for Biden, which is accurate. But they haven't done any other shit for Biden.
If Trump gets Pennsylvania and Virginia, it's over for fucking Biden's ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
He
just needs, if he gets those two, man.
Then you have to count all those mail-in votes.
Pennsylvania, what else?
Red, again, if you're a Republican and you're looking at
in Virginia.
This is a handstand map, but we're just not.
I think he's going to get Pennsylvania.
Again, these are real leads, but we're just nowhere near done, and I'm going to keep going through them.
But they were talking about stopping counting in Virginia. I mean, in Pennsylvania tonight or whatever.
Oh my God!
Until like tomorrow. Excuse me, until tomorrow or some shit.
But still 33%, and you see 209,000.
Driving crazy.
You know, so you've got at least 300,000 plus. If it's a higher turnout,
I gotta go check my laundry.
400,000 more votes to win. So we're gonna have to watch.
So
this one
you think Biden is A,
in Bucks County,
drinking or B, sleeping right
sleeping.
now?
Biden's asleep right now.
Again, you know, it's frustrating to people who want to know.
He's what, 98 years old? He's asleep right now. Trump is high on Adderall somewhere right now.
He's probably campaigning
he
still.
Won't be able to go to sleep.
You know that? Okay. So what happened when he won last time? He did like a crazy thing, or it was?
No, he just came out and spoke for a little bit, and then that was it.
But before that speaking, nobody.
No, yeah, they all just hold up out of public. They don't, do anything until they know what's up.
We just don't know that.
You know, he did a fist pump like when he won before.
Waiting on a lot of votes. We're at 17%. So just focus. You can look at that, or you can look up here. Again, Joe Biden has 98,000 votes.
Wait, he played Call of Duty?
Hillary Clinton carried it 4 years ago.
I'm just assuming like what he probably did in his free time.
This is a higher turnout election. The winner of this county.
Oh. I see.
Most likely north of that number. At least
that's a good point. Never see that. What about Hillary? Hillary was considered old for politics back in 16.
We'll move over to Michigan.
Yeah.
We'll just do the same.
Still.
Right? You look at Macomb County.
And Obama.
Place where the president is leading right now. That would be impressive. If the president can keep that lead in Macomb County, he'd be in pretty strong shape in Michigan. 143,000 right now. We go back in time. 224,000. This is a higher turnout election. We expect everywhere. At least close.
I think he's still young. Like I mean, obviously the gray hair kind of like, but
to be below 2016. So
it doesn't change. I haven't seen him like decaying or changing.
Votes now. What does that tell you? It tells you we have to wait. We have to keep counting. Way more votes down here.
I think if Trump wins, he's gonna go to and shake hands with Kamala Harris. Good GGs.
Hillary Clinton won it.
Karen, they're not in the same places. They're not gonna see each other at all.
virtually.
Not even virtually.
He's gonna make a video in his page. I want to congratulate Kamala Harris for this race.
And the same story, Wolf. We can go through it if you want.
And
over in Milwaukee,
it's over. That's what he's gonna say.
Milwaukee, Hillary Clinton gets 288,000 votes right now. We're at 122,000 for Joe Biden.
I don't remember those candidates like Gary Johnson.
Talking about from last time.
Yeah. 1%. That's.
Unless we get a dramatic shift, yes. I mean, we sort of knew that coming in. The Democrats did believe.
So you think there's gonna be riots, Murph? This poll.
We'll see.
Definitely not need fucking riots. I think one of the things we're seeing so far, and you have to tip your hat to the president.
Stiffen up that bottom lip. Like, bro, just hold this shit. Just block for 4 more years.
And it seems
block.
you fucking generated a high election day turnout.
Now block for the next 4 years, okay?
Wow, Fox News called Arizona for Biden.
States have moved in the president's direction.
Wait, but that's fair? I mean, that's
it's
true,
possible. It's possible, but we'll see.
Wait, it's possible that
because of the differences of this year and the different mix of votes, people are working extra hard. And so are all these election officials. Florida, they were quick, right? The early count was very quick in Florida.
4-year-old block stream.
In a place that's voting Democrat. So if you're Joe Biden, where can you get more votes? Again,
you know who's watching this more than probably USA, like the other countries.
Not only at the presidential level, but at the House level as well. From Miami-Dade County.
I'm back.
It looks like we're not at the finish line yet, but you see 53% right there.
To make deals with Joe Biden, they just.
That tells you all you need to know about that. So you just come back out on the map, and again, one more, real quick. North Carolina, 74,000 votes at 95%, 50 to 49. It's very close. But again, a state the president barnstormed at the end of the campaign. Looks like he generated a lot of election day turnout. Isn't enough? We're not quite there yet. But if you're looking at the map right now,
you're looking good in North Carolina for Trump.
Soon enough. Some places, maybe not.
How good, Murph?
But how the fuck did the Southwest like turn blue like this? Especially with Arizona.
Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, the 3 most spoken words in presidential politics in the last 4 years, and again tonight.
We'll be patient. Let's check in with Dana Bash. She's got an update.
Arizona is filled with nothing but libs, bro.
What are you learning, Dana?
It's looking more blue now. That map.
With Alabama, CNN can project that Republicans pick up a seat there. Tommy Tuberville will go on to be the very to first term in the Senate there, beating Doug Jones, a Democrat. And in South Carolina, this is one of the most
Alabama Senate
most watched races in the country. Senator Lindsey Graham, CNN can project, is going on.
Lindsey Graham, he's laughing. He knew.
An incredibly well-funded Democratic challenger. And in Georgia, this is one of 2 races we're watching tonight. This is the special election. CNN can project that this will go to a runoff.
Oh, those are the Georgia, the Raphael and Kelly.
Yeah, it's gonna go to a runoff in January.
So Democrat Raphael Warnock and Kelly Loeffler, who is the incumbent, appointed Republican, will go on to that runoff in January.
It was like a free-for-all. You had to have like a certain amount of percent in order to outright win. But there were so many candidates or whatever, so they didn't. So it's like the top 2 candidates.
1%, the incumbent Republican Martha McSally is at 44.9%.
I think they call it a jungle election or something. I think that's the term they use. But yeah, it's basically a battle royale.
Iowa, the Democratic challenger is ahead there as well. Teresa Greenfield, it's very, very tight.
Yeah, matter of fact, they ain't showed the results for them.
48.6%. The incumbent Republican Joni Ernst at 48.5%. And in Montana, the Democratic challenger is ahead. They're very early.
Yo, my man got the commercial down pat.
The governor, I should say, is ahead by about 12,000.
Wait, what is that? 0.6 versus 0.5. That was really close.
3 Democrats are leading in Republican Senate seats. Democrats are back to needing 4 seats to pick up in order to flip the Senate, and Democrats have 42 seats. Republicans have 42 seats, and will 16.
Balance of power, too early to call.
So important what's happening in the Senate. All right, thanks very much, Dana. Let's get a key race alert right now. Let's see where things stand. Let's start off in the battleground state of Pennsylvania. 46% of the vote is in. Trump has a 436,000 vote lead over Biden, 56% to 42%. In Wisconsin, more than half of the vote is in, 53%. Trump has an 81,000 vote lead.
All right, Wisconsin looking good so far.
51.3% to 47%.
You are a scholar and a
Michigan
gentleman.
right now, 44% of the vote is in. Trump still has a lead of about 274,000 votes over Biden, 54.5%.
Polls close at
9.6%. Let's go back to Jake. Jake, these 3 states potentially
the
could hold the
West
key.
Coast polls are still open.
Yeah, Arizona was a bust though.
Blue wall. It was a blue wall until 2016 when Donald Trump smashed it. Now, of course, Joe Biden hoping to rebuild it. So let's go check in with our correspondents who are in those.
But some people are saying it's way too soon to be calling Arizona. They're saying Fox News has been fucking up tonight, but we'll see.
We're told a turnout
fucking
is higher than it has ever been. Miguel, what can you tell us about the votes that are outstanding? We are waiting to hear how Michigan voted.
Someone's
this
smoke alarms going
season.
off.
Yeah, we know a couple of things. We know that the vote in Detroit, the
estimated vote for 46%.
They are expecting between 53 and 55%.
Yeah, but Pennsylvania's going to take a while. Look at that.
In this election, that doesn't sound like a very high turnout, but when you consider that Donald Trump won Michigan by 10,704 votes back in 2016, that could be a critical difference. Also, across the entire state, they are expecting a record turnout across the entire state. It is not clear how that will affect the vote count for either candidate. We also know that they are still counting. This is a receiving board where the Detroit Lions play Ford Field.
I'm just glad I'm watching CNN through the stream.
Like, we already stole your soul.
Ballots, they are still being counted as well. The city of Detroit getting through a huge tranche of those. We should be seeing some of those votes coming in very soon as well. So votes being counted in Michigan.
Me watching CNN through the stream, I'm not actually giving them actual viewers.
Nah, you don't have to hate on them that bad, Jaffa.
Oh, no, I fucking hate CNN. Fuck Don Lemon. I know who Don Lemon is. That guy's a piece of shit.
All right, Miguel Marquez in Michigan.
I forgot about the whole scam. He was not. He was what is it called? Jesse Smollett. I forgot about that thing.
There are millions of votes.
Don't forget about Bubba Smollett.
Cast early in Pennsylvania. With the vote right now,
Jesse and Bubba.
Donald Trump 1.8 million, Joe Biden 1.4 million, but there's still more than half the ballots waiting.
All right, y'all, it's 11:30. I need to take a break. I'm gonna go get some to snack on. I might be back like late. I'm pretty sure y'all will probably be asleep, but
I'm actually asleep. I'm gonna be.
Okay.
I'm watching this shit.
There are a lot of these big counties: Philadelphia County, Bucks County, Chester.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to take a break. Like that's why I'm trying to, because I'm sitting here at this desk, and it's like, man, I've been sitting here at this desk, and I just need to get a break. So when I come back, I'll probably stream iRacing.
Essentially, we need to stay patient. You also need to be prepared for these.
I know, man. I can't do this shit like I used to, man. But actually, iRacing actually pumped some life back into me, because I did like a couple of 6-8 hour streams and shit, and I hadn't done that in ages.
I think it's the game that you just got one that you just like a lot.
Yeah. But I'll be back, y'all.
Street Fighter 4.
It may take a while. You know, the Secretary of State was saying these counties are working.
You gonna let the CNN open?
No. I'm peacing out. Be tough.